name's Kinsey Smith, and I do not have very much photography experience. I do take photos with my phone, but as far as like a real camera, no. I do take a lot of photos. Like I like taking photos of the sunsets, and I'm not up for sunrises. Well, I am, but not enough to take photos of sunrises. But most of the time I enjoy taking photos of sunsets or like any kind of nature, just on my phone though.
Is there a photo on your phone that means something to you? If so, why?
Yes, it's a photo of my son, and because he's my son and he's my everything, so.
My name is Michelle Marr, and my experience with photography, I've been doing it ever since I got my first phone. I loved taking pictures, and last semester I was able to take a photography class.
What has been the biggest thing you learned about taking photos?
I would say probably manual mode, because I didn't know anything about that, and like manually changing the shutter speed and the ISO and all stuff like that. The hardest thing, I would say probably getting the exposure right, because on the screen sometimes that's not always accurate. Sometimes you'll pull it up on your computer and the exposure looks completely different. So I would say probably trying to get that right in the moment. Me and one of my classmates went downtown and took nighttime photography pictures of the city and the train, like the metro bus, and I did a long exposure of the train moving and the lights, and I think that was my favorite picture that I took.
My name is Madison, and I've taken photography 1, and then I do photography for my church. I'm actually the lead photographer there. So usually like a worship service, or when the pastor's preaching, or kids, or interactions like in the lobby. In a way, because it's more of like my passion now, so everything I do thrives around it.
I think when I look at something like around my house, or like if I'm out somewhere on vacation and I'm like, oh, that's really pretty, I like to take a picture so I can remember it.
Just take pictures of anything that you want, and don't be afraid to express your perspective and your point of view and how you see things through your photography.
I think not to overthink your photos, because a lot of like new photographers will think their photos are really simple or not good enough, but the more practice you get, the better it becomes.